Rock Metal Nation, what is up? Real quick before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that Rock Metal Studios, the very same studio that brings you the Rock Metal podcast, is looking to help bands who are able to record their tracks either at home or in a professional recording studio, but need some help mixing. Go ahead and send me an email at therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. That's therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. We can go ahead and discuss mixing your tracks for free. The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 136 with A Breach of Silence. There we go. All right, so Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Falling Away by A Breach of Silence, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've recently released a new album called Secrets via Eclipse Records. Right now I'm being joined by bassist, vocalist Blair Late to share some stories about the music and share more info about the band. Blair, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. This is an amazing privilege.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go and listen back to that track, Falling Away. Come back from Falling Away. Now, several things just immediately stand out to me. The guitar riff, the massive chorus. We'll get into the music video in a little bit, but I wanted to chat about the song first. Go ahead and take us through Falling Away, the writing process, the story behind it.
Yeah, so we tried a couple of different things for Falling Away. Like, we hadn't really experimented too much with Reese's new style of singing. Reese, on our second album, was basically 100% screams. You know what I mean? He didn't really have any pitch to his voice at all. He obviously did a couple bits of clean singing on that too, as well as I did. But he always just kept his screams toneless. You know what I mean? But then for this album, he was really practicing his pitched screaming a lot more. So we had fun fitting that to the music, you know what I mean? Because he had come up with these huge riffs that we all loved and stuff like that, and we turned it into like a punchy song, and then we experimented with Reese's new style of singing, and I think parts of the song kind of go into like more of a rap, you know what I mean, for lack of a better word. But I kind of like it. It just sounds different from it sounds different from anything we did on our other albums, and it sounds different from any song on Secrets as well. You know what I mean? So it was cool. I really liked it.
Now I'm curious. So you said you were experimenting with vocals. Was that a conscious decision as a band, or is that something that just kind of came out when working on this track?
It was, I guess you could say, well, no, it wasn't just this track. He wanted to really do a lot more of that style of singing on this album. But Falling Away was just one of the first songs that we put it to. So it was more of a conscious decision. He obviously was the one that discovered his new talent, and then he brought it to us, and we're like, yeah, wow, that sounds really cool and fresh, and you know, we'll see how it sounds when we lay some tracks down, and it sounded great. So we were happy. Yeah,
an entire moment where the whole band comes together like, I don't know, and then bam.
Yeah, it's almost like you just got to hear it, you know what I mean? You got to stop. You just got to trust your bandmates, I guess. So, and if it sounds like crap, then you just throw it away and start again.
Exactly. And if they're a singer, they have no self-esteem anyway. So
that's exactly right.
Beautiful. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track Falling Away, if you go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. There is a music video for Falling Away. Now, I absolutely love this music video. As I was watching it, I was like, cheeky. But it's great. I love the music video. Go ahead and take us through the music video.
For Falling Away, yeah. So we decided to tackle the huge issue that is the digital streaming platforms like Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music and stuff like that, and how they're not paying the artists properly. It's because they've got all of these schemes up in place where you can sign up with a new email address and get like a month free or 2 months free or stuff like that. And not only that, they're just not paying they're not paying the artists what they should. You know what I mean? In for lack of a better, longer term, they need to sort out their stuff with paying artists what they should. Not just it's good to know that it's not just bands like us that are doing it as well. Like much more famous people are on the same bandwagon. You got buddy Taylor Swift last year was doing the exact same thing. So
Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's right. So hopefully, people can get on board with it, and then streaming companies can come to the party, because that's the future of music. You know what I mean? So, the music video just had Reese being a little skater dude all around the streets of Brisbane, throwing up big, paper signs with dialogue basically on and some facts about actual how much artists get paid. It's something crazy small, like 0.000000000.8 of a cent or something like that, something ridiculously small. And it needs to change, man. Artists need to get paid for their music. So we decided to shine a spotlight on it with one of our songs. So
yeah, it's always been a very interesting point whenever somebody mentions, but they're artists. Like, great, they're still doing a job. Like, do you go to your cubicle and not get paid? Like, should we not pay you to go to your cubicle?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, people just think it's for free. It's like, if you're good at it, don't do it for free, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's go listen to the next track, Secrets. Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. I come back from Secrets. Now, I don't know if you guys intended to do this or not.
Yeah.
But it's just dreamy. Like the beat carries the song along in this dreamy way, and it almost doesn't matter whether there's clean guitar, distorted guitar. They're incredibly great textures, but it's like I'm just carried along by this beat. And the next thing I know, I'm in this massive chorus, and there's also some really cool synth stuff in just around that breakdown area as well.
Yeah. It's I guess it's meant to take you on a bit of a journey. Without it sounding like super cliche, you know what I mean? Like it's the song is about that age old thing of, you know, you can't keep secrets from people. They're going to find out eventually in the end. You know what I mean? So like if a few of us, wrote the lyrics to this song, and you know we drew from experiences over the last couple of years where we've lost friends and found things out and been through breakups and all that kind of stuff. And this song was all about how, like, you know, we end up finding out in the end, you know, like, so I guess it's meant to be a bit dreamy because it's meant to just kind of be a bit spacey and taking you on this journey through all of these negative and positive aspects that life can throw you, you know. So that's cool that we made you do that.
I'm still dreamy. I'm still trying to.
Oh, you're so dreamy.
I know. I'm still trying to snap myself out of it. But seriously, because as I was listening to the song, I'm like, this is dreamy. I wonder if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, no, you can definitely say that. That's awesome.
Beautiful. Now, I'm curious, with the title track, Secrets and Falling Away, where in the writing process was the two songs when you guys were crafting the whole album?
I guess Falling Away was definitely towards the start. We wrote that one pretty quick. And that was our first single too, because we liked it the most. When we finished the whole album, we still thought, no, that one we did first, that Falling Away, that's a good one. It's going to be like a catchy tune that we can't get out of our heads already. So I think everyone's going to be the same, you know. And Secrets was, I think, somewhere around the middle. It certainly wasn't at the end. That was Sugar and Spice. But Secrets was somewhere around the middle, like where we were just sort of getting out a lot of negative energy and putting it into music, you know. And by the end of the writing process with Secrets, we've gotten out of a lot of bad stuff, and we started, you know, putting in songs like I said, Sugar and Spice, which is just basically like a whole lot of fun, you know. So yeah, so that's probably where it all fits into the writing process.
All right, so Rock Metal Nation, if you dug the track Secrets, if you go ahead and go to today's show notes, www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, you can go and see the music video for Secrets. Now, speaking of dreamy, we have a girl wandering around dreamily.
Bless her little cotton socks.
I don't think I saw socks, but...
Yeah, no, neither did I, actually. She must have left them up from the beach.
Darn. Go and take us through the music video for Secrets.
Yeah, so, well, look, there's not too much to go into, to tell you the truth. Who doesn't like staring at beautiful women? But we decided to do it in a real classy kind of way, you know. We didn't want it to be cheap or anything like that. The song was a serious song, so we got a model friend of ours who does that sort of thing professionally, and got her on board for it. So and just to create something different, you know, like we didn't want to go for the whole normal 5-piece performance-based video clip because everyone does that. We do that, you know. We just wanted to do something a bit different, and yeah. So and then the rest just kind of wrote itself, you know. Like she's just sort of going on this journey, you know, through all these different landscapes and stuff, and it's like we kind of give off the vibe in the video that Reese and her are together, you know, and that Reese is like singing at her or singing with her in parts, and just kind of takes you on this bit of a dreamy journey, like you said before, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's almost a cross-genre concept. Because when I got the email from Eclipse and I opened it up, I was like, "Are they sending trance music now?" just like this. That's the screenshot of it. I'm like, is this trance music? And I click on it, like,
music, yeah.
No, it's
we've all
metal.
decided to get to drop the heavy metal and just get the glow sticks out and go rave. It'd be sick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nobody singing into a light bulb in this music video.
Yeah.
There's
no, really, we just wanted to create a music video that David Guetta could possibly steal off us and we could get the royalties for it.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So
now all I need is for Deadmau5 to sing into a light bulb or something, and then
that's it. Exactly.
He's mad at his dad too.
That's right. But hey, I'd be friends with him. He'll give me a drive in his Ferrari. That'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now, for Rock Metal Nation, you dug the two tracks, Falling Away and Secrets. Obviously, in the beginning, we chatted about the full album called Secrets that was recently released. Go ahead and tell us about the album Secrets. What should Rock Metal Nation expect from the album?
Secrets for us was an evolution. We wanted to create a slightly different sound from our previous albums, but we still wanted to stay true to our roots. So there's lots of aspects that we've been told that people love about us in there, but we decided to take the sound a little bit further this time. Reese is a lot more melodic with his screams. There's a lot more harmonies between him and I. A few songs have a lot more catchier riffs and stuff like that. And there's a lot more songs on the album that are very lyric-based as well. So that's why we like to say it's like an evolution, because it's almost like we've grown up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I was also reading a really unique credit on the album is that you guys worked with Frederick Nordstrom.
Yeah. Freddie's a good friend of ours. We've done all three of our albums with Frederick and his sound engineer, Henrik Ud, his name is. But Frederick is a genius, man, and I've been privileged enough to spend enough time with him to, really call him a mate. I always message him, always talk to him and stuff still, regardless that he's not here recording or anything like that. But every time we've recorded with him, we've done it a bit differently. Like instead of going to Sweden to see him, we bring him and his family out to Australia. We've got some, cool recording studio access here in Brisbane and stuff like that. And we thought bringing him down here would be a bit of a different experience for him, which would take him out of his comfort zone and get him being more creative. And it really worked, we figure bringing him down here works better because he wants to work, harder for us because we're making him, have this awesome holiday, I guess. It was one of our sort of strategies, I guess you could say, and it really paid off, Now we've got this awesome Viking friend of ours that lives in Sweden that happens to be a world-class metal producer. We're really privileged, so yeah.
Very cool. So for Rock Metal Nation, who's currently frothing at the ears, they've heard Falling Away, they've watched the music video, they've heard Secrets, they've also watched the music video. They're just doing the eye-ear thing at the same time. They can barely contain themselves with excitement.
Woo!
The next logical question is, how can they find out more about you guys? Is there a website that they should go to?
There certainly is, yeah. So they can go to www.eclipserecords.com. Eclipse Records are our record label based in New Jersey. We've got our web store there. You can get our CDs there, our discography. You can chat to us, all that kind of stuff. So head over to eclipserecords.com.
Beautiful. All right. Well, Blair, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing a breach of silence with Rock Metal Nation.
Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate the time. I love listening to all the feedback. I love telling you guys things. I love being out there with you guys. So keep it real and keep it heavy and stay awesome.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully you just found your new favorite band, A Breach of Silence. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.
Rock One Nation.